What's going on YouTube and welcome back to another video. So guys, today we are checking out the Chernobog. I will show you guys the customization, also how to customize it, and I'll also talk a little bit about the performance and how to use the guns and all of that. Before we start the video guys, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe if you haven't yet. First thing, if you want to buy it, you can buy it on Warstock. One thing that you have to know though, you can only store it and customize it in a facility. So if you don't have a facility, basically you cannot store and customize this vehicle. So make sure that you have one. And as you guys can see, this week until Thursday, we also have a discount on this nice vehicle. So if you want to get it, you will save 1 mil this week. So when it comes to the customization, I have to be honest, not that many options. So the weapons, first of all, you cannot customize them for people that want to know that. And basically the things that you can do is the livery, like I'm doing over here. And then basically, the armor, the engine, all of that. And besides that, you really don't have a lot of options. Even the wheels, even the rims, you cannot modify them. So that's something that I really like about modifying a car. So with this one, it's not a usual car, of course, but you cannot modify the rims. Something that you can do though is change the color of the rims, and it's basically the same color as your secondary color. So over here I'm changing the secondary color, and you guys can see that the weapons and the rims will basically have the same color. It doesn't look that good, but at the end it's a army vehicle, so it's not really meant to look pretty. So like I said, very simple customization, and like I also said, you can only do this in the facility. So if you don't have a facility, you cannot customize this vehicle. So when it comes to the performance, first thing, this vehicle is very slow. That's kind of obvious, I think, because it's huge. And also one thing, when it comes to the handling, it kind of turns in a weird way. It's kind of like the reaction of the vehicle isn't that good. So when you turn, you kind of have a delay of the vehicle reacting to what you did. Let me just say it like that. One very fun thing though, it's what I'm doing right here. When you hit a NPC car, also a regular car that is a little bit low, you will either drive over them or you hit them and they immediately explode. So it's very fun, but one thing though, if you do it too much, it will catch fire. So the Chernobog itself will also catch fire, and then this will happen. So over here, just a fun clip that I want to show you guys, by the way. It kind of looked cool in my opinion, but this car, very fun to drive in free mode, I have to admit. So then the weapons, if you want to use them, you get in the driver's seat, so the first door that you have, and you hold right on D-pad. I hope you guys saw what happened, but basically the car got lifted up. The wheels are no longer on the ground, so when you're in this mode, you basically cannot drive. Then you get in the second door, so the second seat, by holding triangle, and then you can use the guns. So when it's in this mode, when this vehicle is in this mode, you cannot drive it, but then you can use the guns. The other way around, when you're in the driving mode, you cannot use the guns. Even if you're with two people, if someone is in the other seat, they cannot use the guns when you're not basically in the lifted up mode. So then for the controls, if you want to lock on, it's basically with the aim button. So hold L2 on PlayStation, then it will lock on. And when it's red, you fire with R2, so that's the fire button. So the regular controls that you use to aim and fire is also the case with these weapons. So it's actually very good. You can fire one at a time, or you can also fire a lot of missiles. When you fire a lot at the same time though, you have to reload. So then you can see at the top right, you have like this bar that loads up, and when it's loaded, you can fire back again. Sometimes it fires 3 missiles, sometimes 5, sometimes 6. I don't know why it does it like this, but basically if you want to fire everything you have in one time, then after that you have like 1 or 2 seconds, or maybe 3, that you have to wait for it to reload. So over here, just showing you guys how I lock on a oppressor. So my friend was flying his oppressor. He didn't have the countermeasures though, so I basically hit him with one shot. But when you're aiming at a oppressor, you basically have to follow it, and you have to keep the aim on it. So that's kind of the hard part. But the tracking of these missiles is very good though. Then the last thing that I have to show you guys is basically the armor against a missile. So over here I did it with a homing missile, but basically one shot of a oppressor and you're gone. So that's kind of a very big downside to this. So if you're battling with a oppressor, you can shoot at them a lot, so you can annoy them really hard, but if they have one shot on you, then you're basically done. Same thing goes for a laser, for example. One missile is enough. Also for a Hydra or a Molotov, for example, just one homing missile is enough to destroy the Chernobog. So when you're in combat, if you still want to win, the only thing that you can do is basically keep on firing. So the guy in the jet just has to keep on dodging your missiles, and after a while, you will probably hit one. But like I said, if they hit one on you, then you're already done. So guys, if you want to take the Chernobog to a car meet, for example, you can also pop the hood in case you wanted to know. That was basically it for this video, guys. So what I have to say, it's slow. The handling is really weird when you're turning. But then again, it's still really fun to drive around. You can destroy a lot of cars with this. The missiles on it are very good, but the armor isn't that good. So in general, I would say, yeah, it's a special vehicle. It's something that you have to have in your collection, in my opinion. But it's not the best, of course. It doesn't have all the good things. So guys, that was it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out my Discord in the description. And peace out, you guys.